What's good, YouTube? You are now listening to the No Level Cap podcast, featuring the three-time champion of the No Level Cap Fantasy Critic Draft and four other losers. Y'all know what it is. This week we talking about my fantasy critic victory and what these absolute scrubs can do to finally dethrone me. I can tell you right now, it'll never happen. See you on the flip side. Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the No Level Cap podcast with all your friendly neighborhood black nerds. They probably less friendly after I cut that promo, but it is what it is. We got all the friendly neighborhood black nerds. We covering all the anime, all the gaming, all the nerd culture, zero the BS every Monday morning. I am your host, Sage Ashford. These are my co-hosts, Rakeem Beck, Devin Butts, Terrence Flowers, Will Coleman. This week, like I said, we're talking about last year's Fantasy Critic Draft where I blew everyone out once again and what we drafted this year. If you don't know about the Fantasy Critic Draft, it's real simple. Each year, we all draft a group of games that are scored based on their collective open critic review scores. Every point above 70 gets you a point. Every point above 90 gets you 2 points. And any point below 70, you lose a point. Throughout the year, you'll be allowed to draft whatever you want so long as you've got the resources to bid on it. There's also a secret counter pick. Well, not secret. There's also a counter pick where players pick a game someone else drafted, betting it won't do well. Every point below 70, you gain points. Every point above 70, you lose points. But let's not waste no time. Let's dive into it. Let's talk about last year's Fantasy Critic Draft, where it all went wrong. Let's start with Will. Man, what happened, brother?
Everything. And Mouse not coming out. So yeah, that's the other thing that kind of went south there. And Lost Soul Aside happened. It came out in a bit of a poor state. So if it didn't come out in a poor state, it did, I'd have been a lot better off.
If Mouse had come out, I would have lost. So
Yeah, don't worry about it. This year.
Yeah, that's the one elephant in the room right there.
Yeah.
That came missing.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really kind of docked me right there was Mouse not popping out. If Mouse had popped out in December, I think I'd have been straight. But yeah, like I said, everything I got was kind of like middle of the road too at that point too. Like I was expecting Civilization to do a lot better than it does because I know it sits well with a lot of its fan base, and I know it usually does somewhat well. But this time, I guess Civ 7 just wasn't civilized enough. So yeah.
You not though. I follow some. I kind of funny does their own Fantasy Critic Draft. Someone else there picked Civ 7, and they was disappointed too. Like you're not the only person that picked Civ 7 and to be like, oh yeah, surely this will. Sometimes franchises just fall off, have a random fall off. So
yeah, because I know in the past Civ has usually been like at least like a mid 80s or even a high 80s, even 90s kind of game. So yeah, this one was definitely a disappointment in that regard anyway.
Yeah, and then Mafia, the old country, I was like, okay, maybe you can do something here. And I don't know. It feels like fan talk is like, oh, it's actually solid. But then
sold well. Sold very well for 2K.
Sold well for 2K. Does well with the fan base, but then it's the people with the pens, the papers, the computers, and the Word documents I got to worry about more than anything. So apparently they wasn't messing with it too well. So I'm just like, okay, understood. I'll take that. Even though your opinion really don't matter to me in the long run, but still. So, but yeah. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I got ended up just being kind of fair weather in a way, and I only got like a couple like really solid ones off the top. You know,
some bangers. I mean, you cracked open the year with Monster Hunter Wilds. That's a 19.
I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds doing well so far, and I think it still is doing all right as of right now because we just had a major event for that. So, yeah, and my game came out.
Silk Song.
Yeah. Thank God that came out. That's really all I wanted. That's the major reason I picked it. I'm like, it's coming out this year. So I was like, it's going to hit a shelf. And lo and behold, it did. It did numbers. And I appreciate it. And Dispatch, shout out Dispatch. I beat that recently. Like that game. Very good.
Yeah. Dispatch fire.
the counter pick, I mean, like that's about as well as you can hope a counter pick could go, short of it just not coming out. You know?
I'm not too mad at my Elden Ring Night Rain pick. I was just like, this is as good as I can get because it was so much good stuff anyway. So I was like, either I roll the dice and get shot or get stabbed, one or the other.
Yeah, honestly, point wise, I mean, you had one of the better counter picks just because you only lost 10 from it. So,
yep. Next up, we've got Rakeem with 123 points, brother. What happened?
I can say my fantasy draft went down for 3 factors. The top of my list is actually pretty consistent. I pretty much have 80s almost all the way down. So I'm not as mad about my choices of games. Maybe Shadows and Borderlands 4 could have been a bit higher. Atomfall was probably a bad decision. And Make or Break was a total disappointment. But I would say it comes down to 3 main factors for me. One, I had to change out a lot of my games because a lot of them just didn't come out or got pushed back. 2, I went too niche. Kingdoms of the Dump, for example, that game came out, but there were no reviews. No one reviewed it.
Yeah.
At all.
I didn't notice it because I was looking at it. I was like, dang,
Yeah,
when are they
I
going to
was
drop
just
some
like-
reviews on that game? And they
No
just never
one
really
reviewed
did.
No one reviewed it. That game had trailers for years. I knew about this
It
game
did.
4 or 5 years ago. So it's
Damn.
crazy. But no one reviewed it. So that's an example of like, I'm an indie fan. When you go too niche in a fantasy draft, sometimes you don't get the coverage that allows you to get the points you need. So that was
especially in a
part of it.
stacked year like last year.
Yeah. Also, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, of course, was a good game, and that unfortunately was my counter pick in a tough round of counter picks. So I lost a lot of points there. So losing 16 points and then not having a game come out at all, and then Make or Break giving me literally just 1 point. That 3 killed all the momentum I had from my choice. Because you can see, like, I had Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 that did pretty well. Metal Gear Solid, Ghost of Yotei. Everything else, mid-80s, late 80s, Monster Train, those did very well. Like, this is a pretty decent draft, all things considered. Besides that, no 90s this year, like the previous year where I had hella 90s. But it seems like it don't matter what I do. If I'm consistent, it don't matter. If I have high 90s, it don't matter. When you get to the end of the draft,
it's the counter pick that killed you, and then just like the getting a little too niche. You got too cute with it. I understand because sometimes indie games can run away. Like I wanted to draft Keep Driving.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit
Sometimes they kill. Like I wanted to draft Keep Driving after I saw it get played. I said, "Oh man, this game looks amazing." The reviews weren't quite out yet, and then the reviews came out, and they was high as hell. But sometimes you get like Kingdoms of the Dump, where it's like, ain't nobody reviewed that. So
nobody. I got nothing for that. This reminds me of the previous year where I got a game that like it reviewed poorly, and it was an indie game kind of late in the draft. Like I kind of got hold. Like it always happens where I'll draft a decent amount and I add picks in the middle. But if I have something get pushed back at the last minute, like Mina the Holler got pushed back right before it was about to come out.
Yep.
So I was hold. I couldn't even undo it. I just had to find something fast. So yeah, that's what happened.
I think it's also one of those things where when you have games come out like at the end of the year, unless it's something major like a Metroid or like an Indiana Jones, because both those games came out in December, it can easily just get ignored. And I think that's what happened with Kingdoms of the Dump, where people were like, I'll get to this later. Like the review outlets, I mean, not like its actual audience. Like I think there's people who quite enjoyed that game, but like the review outlets, they might just be like, I'm done for this year at that point.
Yeah, they can't play everything.
Yeah,
they can't play everything. You have to think about that when you get review games. Like I was excited for Kingdoms of the Dump. Me personally, this is a game I own and I played and I enjoyed what I played so far. I haven't gotten a chance to finish it. I'm playing Ghost of Yotei. But just because you are excited for it doesn't mean everyone else in like game establishments and reviewers are as interested in reviewing it.
Yeah.
All right, Devin, you are third on the list. What happened, man?
Well, as we do this fantasy critic draft a little more, I'm kind of seeing the nuances. Like we just mentioned, King just mentioned, like being niche, certain things like that. There's just so much to play that sometimes people don't like, or review probably even like the best of reviewers can't play necessarily everything. People's taste are garnered differently, so something that you might be looking forward to might not even be on somebody's radar, just like King mentioned. So it's a little bit of that. Some of this was a lot of stuff on here I played. some of this stuff was stuff that I played from previous years that I had DLCs that I felt like were gonna do well. Lies of P, Sea of Stars did really well for me. Chain Echoes was a little skewed, I believe, because I think it had the problem maybe not enough people play the DLC. Because this is odd because that game got like a 90 initially on release. I'm like, I don't know what would have had to happen for a game to come out as a 90 and then go to a 78. But I go back to the top of the list. Elden Ring, Night Rain. I felt like it was going to at least be a solid game, at least an 80. That's what I got with it. So I'm pleased with that. Doing the Dark Ages, I thought that might have hit closer to a 90, but an 86 is still decent because I know people who have played this game and they say like out of the three of the newer generation of Doom game, this is probably like the least of the three. Some people weren't quite as enthusiastic about the new gameplay style change, but it's still a solid game nonetheless. I mentioned Lies of P Overture. This actually scored higher than the initial release for the game.
Wow.
I think Sea of Stars. This is I think the original got like an 89 or 90 somewhere around there, so
Yeah.
pretty much about the same. Now this next game is what really just because I think for the earlier part of the year I was in the lead, I think, and I was
Yeah.
looking pretty solid, but I had a few games like the first one that really took me down was Eternal Strands, but I'm gonna get back to that. Little Nightmares 3, man. When I tell you, it's unfortunate because I wanted Reanimal, but Reanimal I believe got pushed back to this year.
Yep.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna stick with this because this is a solid series, and the franchise has gotten like 80s from the first two entries, I believe. Little Nightmares 2 was well received, and Little Nightmares 3 just didn't do well. They had this actually isn't the OG
I was
developers.
gonna say
That's
it's a
the
different
people.
developer, right?
Yeah, that's the people that's doing Reanimal. Now I will say the game looks solid. It looks like they kept to most of like the game and how it plays. But from what I've heard and seen, it's just something about it. It just wasn't quite up to snuff, and I got literally 1 point for that. That was a big blow. So it's just like that's. I just was not expecting that to get that low at all. Chain Echoes again, like I said, I just don't think enough people played it because again, that's one of my favorite games of 2023. To go from like a 90 to like a 78 DLC, I just don't think enough because was like a 60 at first, and it kept going up. I'm like, I think people are not playing this now. So it's just one of them things like the more indie stuff, more niche stuff, people just don't really play it, I don't think. Eternal Strands, a game I played and actually enjoyed. It's not the best of games, but it what it did for me was like it tugged on my heartstrings. It kind of had that 2000s platformer, like action adventure style. And it's a decent game. There are some flaws in it.
It's a
I
good
do
base
think
for a sequel.
yes, what they have right now is a good base for this game. I personally think it should have got at least a 77, somewhere 78. I think 74 might be a little too low, but I can understand. I was also a little disappointed at that getting that low, but I was like, hey, it is what it is. Absalom, this is a game I played the demo and I was sold in. Done by the people that did the Streets of Rage 4. So I was like, this is just more of the same. The game is outstanding. I like the more fantasy setting style. Just a good game. Smooth, solid combat with like the rogue-like elements. So I'm pleased with 86 for that one. Chronos and New Dawns, one I was super hyped for. 78, wasn't expecting to get that low. I was at least looking at like an 82 somewhere, 83 maybe. Depending on who you ask, some people say it's on their game of the year list. I played the game. It's solid. I do think there are a little bit of performance issues. It's kind of meaty. Um, but it's a decent game. I personally think it could have got an 80. That should have been like a fair score. Sonic Racing Crosswords, another game I played, absolutely loved. And to me, I know a lot of people share this sentiment. It was better than Mario Kart World Tour. This was a solid game. I'm so happy that Sonic finally got a chance to compete. 84, I was maybe thinking 86 should be where this landed, but
It
nonetheless, I
should
think
be
that's
higher than Mario Kart.
yes, I was saying I'm like this should at least be like because Mario Kart like 88, something like that.
87, yeah.
87. Okay. But yeah, I can't be too mad with it. 14 points. Unbeatable. A
I
game
thought I
I
was gonna
played and I
get like an
like.
89, 90.
I was at least thinking mid 80s.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too.
And then the thing about this, it came out so late because it got pushed back to December. So I'm like, man, I guess really wasn't much left to pick from, like to switch out. But like the fact something gets pushed back to December, you really ain't got no option unless there's a lot of stuff coming out in December that hadn't released yet. So yeah, that just kind of if I'd have most of these 70s had at least been an 80, I probably would have been in close retention. Maybe I still probably might have been third, but like high like 150 or 151, somewhere around there. And then of course I picked like the game that was the game of the year. Like I said, we first saw this game, all of us are intrigued in it, and I kept seeing more of them. Like, this game is gonna be one of the ones. I don't think nobody expected to score this high, because even the people that made the game, it's like, bro, this was not what this was supposed to be, bro. And I think everybody thought it was gonna be like a mid-80s or something like that. The fact that this game was one of the highest rated games of the year and game of the year, which technically makes it the highest rated game of the year, I don't think nobody saw that coming. But I'm glad I played the game, enjoyed it from top to bottom. It's my game of the year, so with Silk Song right behind his heels. And Avowed, I know I've had this conversation say so many times from the onset of this game. Well, not the onset, because I actually like the way it looked initially, but I kept seeing this game. I even told Rakeem this game looked dusty to me. It got it got an 80, but it wasn't too bad, because I think 10 points, losing 10 points, that's not too bad of a loss. But what can you do, man? I will say, I think this year I'm gonna try to, because I try to pick stuff that I like and that stuff that I have played. But I might just have to be like, hey, man, I'm going to just try to go from a perspective of what do I think massive appeal will like? Because the more obscure stuff, sometimes, people be saying they be playing game, but they don't be playing them RPGs like that, stuff like Sea of Stars, Chain Echoes. They don't be playing that type of stuff. So might I just go for the big guns, man?
Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure somebody, it won't be me. So I'm sure somebody is going to go for the obvious pick later on when we do the actual draft in a few minutes. All right, Terrence, you were going away the guy that I thought was going to be the winner for a long time. I said, this man Terrence got it locked. And you wound up with 157 points, which is actually just 2 points behind me. And it's really like a lot of things had to go wrong for you to get to where you are here. What happened, man?
Fuck ass Pokemon.
You know that scene in the Boondocks when Stink Meter is looking at the sunset and he says, "This some old bullshit"? That's exactly what this is. This is some old bullshit, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, and even you just said it. Like, all of you all were saying, like, yeah, he's gonna clearly be the winner this year. And I never flat out said, like, hey, I'm gonna win. I was always trying to be like, all right, we're just gonna see how things pan out.
I guess that.
And I
hold on.
Hold on.
What's
you
up?
went to another
off,
plane of
you froze
existence
for
for a
us.
second.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, for you all, nothing changed. Oh, okay. Am I good now?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
you good now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess just let me just go one by one, but I'll be quick about it. Well, you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna start from the bottom and go up. So I guess scroll down to the counter.
Cream always
All right.
rises to the top.
I will be honest. Me counter picking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I know that did hurt. I mean, that was a game of the year candidate. It actually ended up doing much better than.
All jokes aside,
everybody...
if you hadn't picked that, if you'd picked something that got like a 10, you would have blown me away by like a long shot. So that's
true.
I'll say this. I think there's other choices that would have made up for it. And honestly, even with that, I was still in the running to win, but I'll get to it. I will just say, before anybody says, "Oh, you fucking idiot, why would you counterpick that?" I'll say my thought process was, I mean, if you look at Kingdom Come 1, it didn't do that well critically. Like, it was like a 74 or something like that. So it's not like that game was anything great. Like, the community for that game, they really like it, but in terms of critical reviews, it didn't do that well. And I thought maybe this one would fall in line into it as well. Was clearly, which they did a great job. I'm glad it actually did come out to be a good game, because that's what a good sequel anyway, should do. It should expound upon what worked in the first one and make it better. And they did it with that. So, shout outs to that team. I'm glad that they were able to make it a hit and come out with a Game of the Year candidate. Split Fiction, that team, they don't miss. It sucks that they weren't able to be nominated for Game of the Year at the Game of the Awards, and they didn't get any other awards, I believe, at the Game Awards. Hopefully they'll pick up some awards at other shows, but that was a Game of the Year candidate without it being a Game of the Year candidate. Hell Is Us, I figured that this would be hit or miss, and it's a bit more on like the middle side. The last time we visited the Fantasy Critic, I think in like June, I said, I don't know where this game is going to land. It's either going to be one of the really good Souls-likes where people really fuck with it, or it's going to be one of those where it's like, It's fine. It kind of like ended up somewhere in between. It was at an 80 and the points got chipped away a little bit. I was satisfied when it was at an 80 and then it went down to 78 and I was like, oh, well, there you go. Ninja Gaiden 4, I honestly thought this game would do much better. The fact that it came out to an 82, I was surprised by that. I thought it would be at least an 85 just because it was supposed to be the big comeback for 3D Ninja Gaiden, and I thought that they were just going to knock it out of the park based on all the really good first impressions that I saw. But, sometimes them's be the breaks.
As someone who beat the game, Terrence, 82 might be a little tad high, I'm going to be honest. I think at 80.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. That ending fell off hard. That ending was not,
Dang, that sucks. Well,
as an action game,
that sucks.
But as a full package,
it sucks when the 2D version of the game did much better than the 3D one.
Yeah, it did, bro.
Yeah, Mario Kart World. I mean, it's Nintendo. It's Mario Kart. Despite it not being as well received as Mario Karts of the past, or like the previous Mario Kart, which has had all the DLC and all the time for it. I feel like this game, when Nintendo gets to it in terms of adding more onto it, it'll be better over time, just like the previous Mario Kart. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, the first time I saw the game, I knew it was going to be a hit, so I had to draft it, and I'm satisfied with that score. Yeah, Demon School. Now this one is probably the second biggest disappointment. That I thought was going to be like a mid-80s game, or at least like an 83, 84, something like that. Kind of like what Skate Story scored. It being a 76, man, I was so disappointed because the fact that it had Persona 2 inspiration to it, inspired by like the old Personas, like the art style and everything, I thought it was going to be a banger, and it just...
I was marking that down as like a guaranteed 85, 86.
Yeah, especially the fact that it got delayed a couple of times. It got delayed also because of Silk Song, and the dev team said they were going to add more content to it as a result, and it just didn't work.
It didn't matter. Yeah.
Death Stranding, I mean, that was a Game of the Year candidate. Enough said. Sword of the Sea, that's one of those games where I really liked what I saw, and I thought that it would do well. I didn't actually think it would get that high, but I'm glad that it did, and I played... I haven't beaten it, but I enjoyed what I played. I really like it. Silent Hill F, when I saw the previews for the game and kept seeing solid first impressions, I was like, I think this is going to be just as good as the Silent Hill 2 remake. And yeah, that score is reflective of it. Pokemon Legends, I'll say
I ain't gonna lie to you.
With
Pokemon Legends, that was a bit of gamesmanship on my part because I looked at it and I was like, that's not gonna do well because Pokemon tends to score... I know Arceus scored, 83, 84?
Arceus was at 83, yeah. The Legends have scored 8. I'll say this. I think this is just a matter of now the Pokemon franchise isn't as reliable as a high score as it used to be. Because in the past, Pokemon, you could count on it for being at least like a mid-80s or like lower 80s game. And this one, it was at like an 81, 80 for a long time. And, for whatever reason, Open Critic, they'll add some random review like toward the end that'll bring the score down, which I hate because there's games where they had higher scores and they stayed the same score for like 2-3 months, and then randomly some review gets added and it drops it, and I'm like, come on, man. Because it just didn't do me a favor. Because you and I were tied at one point, and I would have been okay with that, but then they started like slowly chipping away at my scores, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then I just dropped a whole 3 points for no reason. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
He said the Griffins. The ninjas. He said the ninjas after your scores, man.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, I mean, that's a Game of the Year candidate. Nothing said. The biggest disappointment for me, Metroid Prime 4. I can't believe that game came out and only scored an 81, which I mean, granted, that is not a bad score. But for a Metroid Prime game, that is a bad score. Like, it just... In comparison to the others, because all the other Metroid Primes are in the 90s. Actually, I believe all of them are in the 90s. So
that's what I had. I had you getting like 89 to 90 points off this. I was like, man, we're fucked. And then I don't know what the hell happened.
So really for me, that's the biggest disappointment. Like the counter pick, it's whatever. That happened at the beginning of the year. I kind of resolved that like early on. But Metroid Prime just failing me at the end of the year, that just took the wind out of my sails, and that was a wrap. Had that game at least been an 85, I would have been fine. But it being an 81, it just, not enough said. I've spent too long on this. Like, get it off the screen. I'm
I'm talking about you fucking losers anyway. Just playing. I love y'all, and this has been like, y'all get better every year, and it like I really should have lost this. I'm not gonna lie to you. You did great this year. What are you talking about?
I feel like I had way more. Well, mine was okay.
Like I said, like all jokes aside, all wrestling nonsense aside, I edged out a victory with 159 points. Just a lot of stuff went. It was an interesting year for me. I knew looking at Trails, like let's just go from the top. I'm not gonna go like in order of the year. I knew going in that Trails in the Sky first chapter was going to be a hit. Like Trails in the Sky is generally regarded as one of the best JRPGs in terms of like classic JRPGs. So when they said they were remaking it, I was like, yep, I'm all in. I know some people were like, oh, but some versions of it got bad reviews. Like, yeah, those are localization problems. That's not a problem with the game. The game itself is always going to be great. Avowed was a game that I believed in. And when I finally got a chance to play it, like an 80 is about correct for a game that has such a great world, such great combat, but like the characters are flat nothing. So like I was a little disappointed personally, but I also was not surprised that it got that score. Skate Story was a desperation pick that came towards the back half of the year. I was watching a bunch of gaming channels, and someone was like, oh man, Skate Story looks like it's going to be a great game. And I was like, fuck it, I'll roll the dice. I didn't have anything left at that point. I was like, I at that point, I was still thinking Terrence was going to run away with it. So I just went ahead and drafted that. Blueprints, very early on in the year, I'd heard some scuttlebutt previews and stuff, very strong. People were like, oh, this game's amazing. It's not a game of the year candidate because it was just so... It's a puzzle game. It's not designed to be a game of the year candidate. It's going to pass by a lot of people, but 20 points, you can't ever get mad at that. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I had an inkling that wasn't going to score super high. It is one of the cases of them kind of like Elden Ring, Night Ring, where it's like you've gone back to the well too many times and it's kind of tapped dry. 11 points is probably the best you could hope for. 10 points. If I had gotten 10, I would have been like, okay, yeah, sure. Trails through Daybreak 2. Okay, so we never really know how these games are going to review in the States or in the West versus how they review in Japan, which is why I tend to allow them. But Daybreak 2 just generally had a lot of people dissatisfied with how it worked. And playing it, I'm like, yeah, 70s was about right. I deserved that for even picking for being blind. If I had picked something else, I probably could have, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. They added so much content to that game. I really loved the original. I wasn't sure if this one was going to perform better. I didn't really care. I do tend to draft games that I believe in personally than like, oh, I'll just draft it because it does well. I'm not against it when it comes down to winning, but I try to like draft games that I really care about. And this is a game that was near and dear to my heart. The Outer Worlds 2, man, part of me feels like I should have drafted Grounded 2. But because I think Grounded 2 wound up with an 85.
I think it was early access game though.
But it is an early access game, and you never really know. I know Grounded 1 they had worked on, but I mean that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes people will have it all figured out with the first game and release the second game, and it like bombs. So I was like, all right, let me just go with the Outer Worlds 2. I'm hearing so many positive reviews. Not reviews, but previews. I was hearing so many positive previews. I said, screw it, I'll go for it. Marvel Cosmic Invasion was a huge disappointment for me. 11 points is good. It's respectable. But if you look back at the previous game they worked on, it was like Shredder's Revenge. And that got like upper 80s, like close to 90, like 87, 88, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to getting that. And
I like Cosmic Invasion. I'm playing it now. It's about, I like it about the same to me as far as Shredder's Revenge.
I do need to get into Cosmic Invasion, see what it's like. But yeah, I mean, like I thought it was gonna score in that range, and I was gonna have like a solid 85, 86 game to work with. What didn't let me down is Arc Raiders. That was on a whim. Like two things happened. Basically, I like looked up what Embark Studios had worked on previously, the finals, and saw that score. I said, oh, so you guys have already established a reputation of producing high quality video games. Then I saw Arc Raiders and I said, oh, nah, this looks like Tarkov, addicting in the same way that Tarkov is, but for like people with a job, people that need like a little more guidance and a more of a guided experience. I said that's the makings of a hit. I was right. It actually scored a little higher. But like Terrence, a couple of reviews came in a while later, and suddenly it went from like a 92 to an 87. It's all good. Time Stranger. I want you to look at me right now. I will never trust you Digimon niggas again. Never.
Oh my god.
I want y'all to hear me and hear me good, because y'all hyped that shit up. Y'all said that game was the truth. Y'all said that game was going to be cold and it was looking like a classic. And I said, I'll take a chance. What the fuck I do that for? An 81. Man, what I tell y'all
fair,
so
for a Digimon game, that's a
I was
great
gonna say,
score.
like, that's
And I mean, like, all jokes aside, like, draft aside, I intend to play the game. I intend at some point to play Time Stranger. But, like, score-wise, I was, like, thinking everybody, the way they was hyping it up, I'm like, oh, man, this game probably lining up to be like an 85, 86, 87. That shit came in at an 81. I was like, bitch, never
At the end
again.
of the day, it's a Bandai Namco game. You have to like have your expectations in check.
I should have, yeah.
I mean, I played it. I think you got off good, Sage.
I think it's one of those where it's one of those games where if you're a fan of the franchise, it's kind of like Sonic, where when Sonic Frontiers came out, that game did not. I mean, it's like 70s, which is fine. But for a Sonic game, that's great.
I was talking to somebody. They said this was better than Expedition 33. I'm like, come on, bro. I done played both of these games. I played enough for the Digimon. It's a game that was created.
I have to play Digimon, because I mean, like, I'm towards the back half of Expedition 33, and we'll move on, because it'd be a whole little argument. South Midnight. Look, man, I'm never gonna predict again. I'm never gonna go against black people, right? That's just not. It was a new franchise. Check mark. It was using like a setting that's never been used before. Check again. Black female protagonist. Check again. Look, man, it scored a 77. I hate that, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna bet against us, so I'm not regretful of that pick, right? So I mean, it is what it is. I hope that they figure out how to do battle combat systems at studio, and if they don't, I hope they just like, hey, man, we just won't do combat anymore. We'll just make the game. The real pick, the real steal for me, and the only real reason that I won is Mouse PI for Hire just never came out. Yeah. And at first, I was like, I don't know, like, I looked at it and I was like, because it was at the time, I was like, I wasn't sure about the pick, but I was like, it could, that, indie games, you never know. Sometimes they wind up being 90, sometimes they wind up being, like Keem said, like the fucking 57 or whatever the fuck. Like, so you never really know. So I wasn't really sure, but I looked at, we got about midway through the year, and I was like, I don't think this game coming out, because it just never showed up at any like major press conference. It wasn't at anything. It wasn't at Summer Game Fest. It wasn't at all the surrounding indie type game. It wasn't at none of that shit. I said, that game ain't coming out. It came. We got to Gamescom. They had some more press conferences. I said, oh yeah, I know that game not coming out. And I forget what month. I think it might have been October when they finally was like, yeah, this game not coming out this year. I was like.
Mm-hmm. They had a bunch of like smaller promo teasing the game, but yeah, like you said, they never outright said it was coming. And then when they announced like we're going to have our release date at this certain date, I was like, that's either going to be this year or it's going to be next year.
I mean, sometimes like I hope that game turns out to be good, and I also hope y'all pick something that I can draft this year again and be like, hey man, that ain't coming out. I think that saved me multiple years in a row now. So, all right, man. Enough of that. Enough of last year. It is 2026. It's time to get to looking at it. It is time to start drafting. As the winner, I am of course going first. Mm-hmm. So, let's not waste any time, and let's not pretend like I was going to draft anything other than this. For the first draft. Yeah, let's not pretend like I was going to draft anything other than Trails in the Sky first chapter, or second chapter,
Yeah.
first game. Like, let's, and I mean, like, be honest with you, if it scored 88, 89, it's not the worst pick to lead things off with. The first game was great, had one of the better cliffhanger endings you can imagine. And so, like, I'm locked in. I think everybody that played the game is locked in, waiting on the next chapter. I hope they find a way to top themselves in a way that in the same way that they topped Horizon. So let's see what happens. Next up is Terrence, or So Moted B Studios. What you got for us, dog?
Shout outs to Hades 2. If anybody's playing Hades 2, they know what that's about. All right. I'm not gonna waste any time here. Like, I'm going in with games that I know are going to do well. So we're gonna kick it off.
I know what this man picked. Oh,
Resident
I
Evil
did know what that
Requiem.
man was picking.
It's coming out
Yeah,
next
damn it.
month. I know that game is going to do well, unless, like, Capcom would have to. They'd have to be on some pre-2017 BS for this to fail. I'll put it that way. Because, I mean, so far, any game that Capcom has put out post Resident Evil 7, they've been cooking. And so I think that this game is going to be one of those ones for the year. I think we're looking at a potential game of the year candidate. So yeah, I'm going to kick it off with Resident Evil Requiem.
I like this choice because it is a choice that has a release date. And so it's like, you're not fucking around. It's not like you run the risk of this game not even coming out in the first fucking place. So
I'm not goofing around with that anymore. If it
Um,
ain't coming out, then I'm out.
All right, Devin, what about you, man? What's your first pick?
Well, much of the same. We start out with some big guns, and this is a company that I stand behind. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get it out of the way, man. Go ahead, give me that.
Oh yeah,
Been gone too long.
respect it.
Time to turn.
True.
Baby.
Facts. I agree with that one.
I mean, it seems like that it looks really good. Everything I've seen from it looks like it's solid. Like it's gonna revitalize the Onimusha franchise in the way that it needed to be. So,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
And I mean, most Onimushas have scored pretty well throughout, like at least like 80s or more. I think like the best one's probably 3, like close to a 90. So I'm expecting at least mid 80s with that minimum. So, and this game also looks a little different because it doesn't look like it plays totally like the old games, like similar, but like a little bit of a new style. So, yeah, it looks solid. Capcom, the production value looks good already. It looks like I've seen people talk about they play the game already and they like what they play. So, you just have to wait and see.
They've been consistently showing us stuff with it. So, I mean, I think they're pretty confident.
all right, Keem, it's up to you, brother.
All right, so I want to pick one that I'm personally really excited for, and the studio has a good pedigree, so I think it'll be good. I just hope it does come out. I think it's supposed to come out, maybe come out like mid 2026, and that's going to be.
Wow.
Okay.
Vampire Crawlers.
Wow.
Yeah, once I saw that trailer, I was obsessed with it because anybody who knows Vampire Survivors was a Game of the Year candidate.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that studio knows what they're doing, even though like their games don't look like all that in a bag of chips. They play like all that in a bag of chips. And they're combining the Vampire Survivors formula with card game stuff. So you're getting like Vampire Survivors and Balatro at the same time. That's money. I think that's going to be a big game. That's going to be a hit. So I'm going to put my money behind that one early.
That's another dose of crack waiting to happen. That's what that is.
Yep.
All right.
That's fair.
Backlog Billiam. What's going on? What you got for us?
All right. Hold on. Let me go ahead and make my pick.
You actually have 2 picks, so
What a surprise. All right. Well, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and pick up on this quote unquote Mega Man game.
Okay.
Wait, before you do that, hold on. You're not picking you're not picking a Dual Legacy, are you? Or Dual, what is it?
Dual Override.
Dual Override.
You're not picking that, are you?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I just want to let you know that game's coming out 2027. Don't do that to yourself.
No,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's the game I'm going with. But also, let me see. What's the other one I had marked down? Let me see. Oh, there it is right here.
I don't think they should let you draft a game that has a 2027 release date.
I was
Hey,
about to
man.
say, 'cause I ain't gonna lie, I scrolled through the list. I didn't see it, so I was just like, I was like, that's there. That's kind of wild.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
That Mega
Fair
Man
enough.
game.
Soros,
Okay, gotcha.
Soros makes a lot of sense.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm,
Oh, and Pragmata.
Oh, and
Oh,
Pragmata.
that's what you meant by Mega Man game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Pick. Good
Okay.
pick. Rakeem, it's back up to you, brother.
All right. For my next one, I am going to get. Yeah.
Anticipation is killing us.
yeah.
I like how we're all quiet.
Yeah, I got my
think
eye
it's-
on it. I'm like, what's
I'm very. I'm interested in this game. I hope it's very good. I think it's going to be good. And it does have a release date that's not that far away. So for my next game, I'm going to choose Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Okay.
Good pick. Good pick.
Okay,
I had this
yeah.
on the board. It's just it was further down, and it's not even my next pick. So
Right.
shit.
Yeah, I just thought like that game looks really good, and it's coming out soon. I like to have some points on the board a little bit early if I can, just see where I'm at. So I just think that game looks good. Dragon Quest has kind of been on the roll as far as the reviews. Pretty good, pretty solid. A lot of releases too. Hopefully we get the new Dragon Quest game at some point. But shit, they making every other Dragon Quest game in the meantime. So I think they'll be good.
There was an announcement recently, an announcement of an announcement that they're going to do a DQ 40th anniversary thing, I think, coming in May, which would be after this game comes out. So that would be the right timing you would want for potential Dragon Quest 12 announcement. So we'll see.
Yep.
All right. Well, Devin, back to you, brother.
All right. Let's go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off.
All right, make the move.
And I got
he did it.
I knew somebody was gonna do it. I knew someone was gonna do it.
Somebody had to do it.
I was thinking about myself, but I wasn't sure.
Make sure the camera on me. Are you ball and gun gamers? This game better get all of it. A bag of chips, 3 cookies, and a hot dog. Because if it don't, I'm coming for your hard drives, your RAM, your memory cards, coming for all that. It's supposed to be to save your video game. So if this game don't get a 90 at least, I'm coming for you.
Yes, sir.
It's already done got pushed back, and now it's skeptical. Is it gonna come out in 2027? We don't know. All I know is this game better get all of it. Because I don't care about GTA. I would like to try this one, but I don't care about GTA. But I'm trying to win this draft this year. So I'm coming out with the gloves, and they got metal inside the gloves. I ain't playing fair. So this game better get all of it. I'm telling you right now, all you ball and gun game, man, GTA 6 got delayed again. The only good game in 2026 is GTA 6. It better get all of it. All you critics, it better get all the scores.
Hey, man, I understand. I feel like it can't get delayed again. Unfortunately, we're in a bad spot here because it's coming out supposedly so late in the year that if it does get delayed, it's so like the last week of November. That it's supposed to be coming out. So if it gets delayed, it is almost certainly going to it's not going to get delayed into December. That'd be weird. So you'd probably pick like February or March or something like that. I don't know, but I'm
gonna play it by ear and see. Like if they show decent enough games, they got to show some gameplay. There has to be a big gameplay reveal or something this year where somebody's playing a game. If I don't see that, I'm like, I might have to pull it. Y'all gonna have to show a lot this year.
Yeah, I would imagine around May.
Yeah.
Sometime between
it'll have
May
its
and
own.
July.
It'll have its own thing.
It's not going to be a Jeff's thing. I can tell you that right now. They're too big for that.
Not gonna be.
So it'll be its own separate thing. Maybe a trailer they just toss up. We'll see what it is when it, all of that. But we'll see. I hope that it does come out this year for all the people that think gaming is dead.
Don't let me down, ball and gun militia.
Hey, Terrence, what you got for us, man?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out the way. That way nobody else can touch it.
Uh-oh.
What is this one?
What he gonna get, man?
Oh, that makes
Okay.
sense. That's your game.
Remedy,
That's your game.
That is
Remedy
your
has
shit,
a
though.
pedigree.
That's yours, man.
They haven't said when it exactly is coming out this year, but it is slated for this year, and I'm confident that it will come out. I think they're going to take everything that they learned from Control 1, everything they learned from Alan Wake 2, and this is going to be a banger. I'm calling it right now.
I mean, they haven't
looks good.
missed as far as control Firebreak FBC, but that's like a
It's a
thing that's
side
so
thing.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like their
Control-
version of Elden Ring Night Rain. I'll put it that way.
Control did well. Alan Wake 2 did very well. So I
Mhm.
have to imagine that Control Resonant also is going to be a hit. So
Mhm.
I like this pick. I'm excited to see. One of my favorite streamers, Snowbike Mike, has been streaming. Went back and streamed the original Control. I enjoyed everything I saw from it. I'm now more excited about that game when that comes out next year. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope it does well. So I believe
You go
this
twice,
being
right?
this being Snake Draft, I'll have 2 picks. So let's get this out of here first.
Mm-hmm.
This is a favorite of mine. I got a chance to watch a stream of this, and it looked great. Or at least a stream of the last game in this franchise. So Fire Emblem.
Let's go.
That is
This
one of the
makes
ones I had
sense.
on my list. Yeah.
And you're a Fire Emblem guy too, so that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Fire
fair
Emblem
enough.
Three Houses did fantastic. Fire Emblem Engage, I drafted a couple of years ago. It did okay.
Okay.
People tended to like the combat more than they did the actual characters and story. So we'll see. Fortune's Weave looks like it's getting back to the Three Houses way of doing things. It may even take place in the Three Houses universe. We don't know. If it does, and if it manages to capture that same spark, and it's not to say that they can't do that. Fire Emblem Awakening was actually the original game that got Fire Emblem started as like people talking about it as a major franchise. And then Fire Emblem Three Houses came and leveled up on that. So if Fortune's Weave can hit that same marker or do better, man, that's gonna be one of the ones to watch out for this year. Maybe Nintendo can finally get a fucking hit on the Switch 2 console.
Donkey Kong.
You're right. They had Donkey Kong. Now we're in an interesting spot because one of the games that I had on my list has already been taken off the board. But I had a list. I have a list long enough to fill out this. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I upped the number of games. I wanted to up the difficulty a little bit. We're at 14 games now. So you have 14 options. So
do we have to draft the new gaming franchise today, or is that just an
I don't think so. It just has to be at some point.
Okay.
You know what? Hold on, let me check something really quickly. And then if it's what I think it is, let me check.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I got 32 games on deck. I'm ready.
I got
that man ready to go.
I got an okay amount. I'm gonna do some digging.
I got 14, and we're only doing Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do this.
What's up?
I'm already going evil. Look, man.
Well,
I mean, I can't go no evil than Devin did because he went GTA.
I got about 20.
I hate this nigga, but
that's not what I thought it was gonna be. That's not what I thought it was gonna be.
I was gonna get it too.
But that's a good pick. That was on my list.
Man.
That's a good pick.
That game is so good.
He got it from. I was gonna pick that.
I'm not a Lego guy. I'm not really a big Lego fan, but this game does, and I'm definitely not a Batman fan, as everybody on this podcast knows. But that game looks great. It's a brilliant idea. Taking from elements from all the different parts of Batman's history, whether it be from the cartoons, mostly from the movies, a little bit from the comics, clearly, and like they took the Batman Arkham Knight battle system, there's a lot going. There's a lot this game that's going for it. The last game that they did, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, got like an 88 on Metacritic, on OpenCritic, excuse me.
It was pretty fun.
Exactly. And it captured, I think, all 9 movies.
It sure did.
Yeah. So if this does something similar and manages to be polished in the same way that Skywalker Saga was, I think I may not get an 88, but if I get an 84 to 86, I'm going to be really happy. So I like this pick. Let's see what Devin has for us.
Well, I think it's me.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, since Devin didn't pick it up, I'm sorry, Devin, but I got to do this. This game comes out in March. It's been a long time coming. I think it could, depending on how it turns out, it could be a potential Game of the Year candidate. I'm going to go ahead and draft. Oh, I guess it hadn't shown up for you. Replace.
Wow.
Replaced. Okay.
Yeah.
The betrayal.
I can't lie. You cut me too, because I was sure thinking if nobody else get it, I'm
I mean, I've been picking this game 2 years in a row, man. You can have it.
If folks ain't picking up those, if they ain't making them like their number 1 or number 2 picks, I'm coming for you. I ain't making friends this time. I am going for the games that I know are going to hit it, or
That's
I think
fair.
will hit it.
Terrence was right at the precipice last year, so I understand.
Gonna make the counter picks even more spicy because
It will.
difficulty.
Because we ain't playing
right.
putting trash games out there.
Hey, we not. So you basically trying to you're gonna wind up picking something that's gonna cost you some points. So speaking of, Devin, what you got for us, man?
Well, it didn't come out last year, so I'm hoping that it stick the landing this year. And I played it, and I've seen other people play it, and people are actually more hyped for this. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in. I think this gonna return as such a coined term in the gaming industry, a return to form. I think this is gonna be a return to form for their formula games.
Okay.
Because I played the demo. I've seen other people play the demo, and people were much more positive toward this game than Little Nightmares 3. So, and again, this is the original people that made. It's almost like a reverse of Callisto Protocol, where the people that made OG Dead Space made Callisto Protocol, and it was boo boo. And then he had Bluepoint make the Dead Space remake, which was better. So I think there's gonna be like a reverse of that, where the original people are coming back to actually make the game good, and they get outsourced to somebody else, and it wasn't that good. So, I'm having high hopes. Like, I just hope this don't let me down like Little Nightmares. I don't think it will, though. I don't think it will.
Okay.
I played the demo, like I said, it's solid. So yeah, we just gonna put it out there, man.
I like it.
Right,
I do think that Reanimal stands a chance of being like the success that Little Nightmares 3 wasn't, though. So,
man, I swear I thought I'm with you on that one, Devin, because I swear I thought that game was already
out. Is my Reanimal?
Yes,
it was supposed to come out already.
I thought that game was already out, man.
Nah, I got pushed back.
All right, Rakeem, what's your third pick?
It still says on my screen, So Motive B Studios is on here.
You're going to have to refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, give me a second.
F5.
You right. Appreciate you. F5. All right, so anybody who watched these Fantasy Critics know what game I'm about to pick. Because I've been waiting on this.
Okay. Yeah.
Doggone.
Yeah. Phantom Blade Zero. Here we come.
Let's get it out the way. It has a release date. It exists.
That's the game I was actually waiting for you to pick first. That's what I was going to say. If you didn't do it, I was going to hop on it next.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I had to get Phantom Blade Zero, bro. It looks good. It's everything I want out of an action game. Gives me that martial arts fantasy I grew up watching from movies with my father. And it hits all the right spots. I've watched so much footage of this game, the boss fights, the battle system. I'm just ready to play it at this point. Like, a demo. If they announce a demo, I might play that all day. That might be the game I play all day. Just a demo. Just to try. So yeah, I had to put that on my list. Anybody knows what I had to put on my list. So Phantom Blade Zero. We in there.
All right.
I think they should get you 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 3 and 4. All right, so for my next one, because I'll be damned if this don't score well.
Oh, now
I
I'm
be
curious.
damned.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It better goddamn score well. Oh, and just to stick with my whole RPG bag.
I believe in
because
Troy Baker.
that I do too. We're gonna go ahead.
We've been looking for Mouse for a while now, I feel, because they first showed it off some years ago.
They did, but this is it right here.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good
man.
choice.
Okay.
I
yeah.
forgot
good
all about
choice.
Solid
this game,
choice.
but it does
Solid
look
choice.
great.
That makes perfect sense.
I can't even get mad because I didn't have that on my board. I should have, because it did look like one of the games that I wanted to play this year, but I didn't have that on the board at all.
Good choice.
Yeah, it's a great choice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to
Capcom
me.
got 4 games coming out this year, huh?
Yep.
Man, they fucking
cooking.
destroying this year.
Yeah.
They cooking, boy. All right, so since
Pragmata, RE on the motion, what else?
And Monster Hunter.
Monster
Monster
Hunter.
Hunter, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
all right, so I'm next. The next game, I just want this game to do well because it's been a while since we got a good one of these games, and it looks really fun. And the studio also has a very long pedigree for the specific series they're popular for. And the game I'm going to choose, 007 First Light. I had to get it in there. That game looked
Just
good.
about to pick that.
It was a little smooth. I gotta get in there like swimwear. So yeah, I'm definitely picking First Light.
Get in there like swimwear.
I get in there like swimwear, boy.
I like that one.
You will
It's been
today,
this is
King.
the first. When was the last 007 game?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Devin did like this game.
I mean, they've had like some of the Solace game, like the new ones, but I don't know how well those were received. Again, to me, the last one I feel like was really good was Everything or Nothing on PS2. And this is what this looks like. This is just a modern day take on Everything or
Yeah.
Nothing. So
Yeah, this is getting Devin back for Doom last year.
I mean,
Not intentionally. I just like First Light. It looks really good.
I mean,
I'm
dude
on
got
that one,
86.
get
It was like, you know.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Anytime you get over 85, hey, that's great.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, I got my super agent out there. I can't do that. Man, so much. I want to go with my heart on some of these, but I'm popping the trunk, man.
You got GTA, you definitely pop a truck.
Hell yeah.
Dang. I think I'll replace First Light with this one, I guess, because this one looks good. I'm hoping. Where is it? This one looks. This was like my replacement.
Okay.
I was like,
I get you.
Eden First Light kind of like neck and neck with me. Or I say First Light was a little bit above this, but when I saw what they showed this, I'm like, and this is coming out before the new game. I'm like, this looks dope. We hadn't really had like a OG return to like Tomb Raider in a good while. We have had like some remakes of the OG one on past consoles like PS2, but again, that's been decades ago. So this new one looks solid. They're using like this new graphics engine, the same one they're using for this new game, taking it back to the old roots. So I'm hoping it looked promising. At the Game Awards, that trailer looked solid. It had me hyped. So I'm hoping they stick a landing with this one.
Good pick.
Very good.
It's hard to go wrong with a full-on remake, especially when it's like it's clearly going to be more than just a remake. So
yeah,
definitely.
Terrence, pick number 4. What's up?
Okay, nobody's done it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick it.
Uh-oh.
Do it.
Nobody. That
Wolverine
makes sense.
is mine.
He did it.
Okay. Yeah.
Wolverine
He
is mine.
did it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's a good one.
Gloves off. Gloves off.
The gloves.
That is a good one.
Devin said he got metal in the boxing gloves. Hey, I got cement in mine.
Hey, I'm in the ring with a gun, man. I just
Well,
put the gloves down.
actually, you got the metal in your gloves because I mean, you picked Wolverine.
That's true.
See what he
Very
did.
true.
No, actually,
That many.
no. I got bones in my my glove.
Oh, you're old school.
There's nobody like that version of Wolverine, so I hope he got the adamantium in this. It's been a long road for Marvel's Wolverine. You know, they
has.
survived the hack. They survived all the spyware. They survived basically their whole game getting spoiled.
Yeah.
And a pirated build was out for a while. I don't know if it's still out. I didn't want to go near it. I felt that was kind of disgusting and disrespectful. But I mean, like, they survived a lot. I do hope that they managed to overcome and put out a game that winds up being like a game of the year type candidate. So, is it on me?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yep.
Last two picks. Okay.
We're going pretty fast, brother.
Look, man, I don't care. I don't believe in that game.
Mm.
I want to play it. I want to play it. It's on the board. It's on my board, but I'm just not. I refuse. I fucking refuse. I'm sorry. Somebody else can fall for that trap. Y'all, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about too.
I'm actually maybe.
Yeah, this feel like a maybe.
Is it Xbox related?
Oh, you talking about Crimson Desert?
Oh,
Devin
Crimson
got it.
Desert. Oh,
Devin got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. They ain't.
banana in the
Hell
tailpipe.
no. Hell no. Hey man, I'm gonna need to. They're gonna need to put out a demo before I draft that bitch. Or I'm sorry.
I actually think that's a solid, one of them type of games.
That's reasoning. That's good reasoning.
That's good reasoning for that
You
one.
need to have that.
He's doing too much.
Feel that game in your hands before you be like, oh yeah, I believe in this. Man, you know
some
what?
games like that.
These people have not done me. I was disappointed, but they ain't do me wrong. So I'll go back to them.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love Scott. I love the old Scott Pilgrim game, the one I think Ubisoft developed or published.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Love that game. The SNES vibes, they very classic. It takes me
That game
back.
was fun.
It like approximates a time period that I wasn't gaming a ton in, but I still know. And like Scott Pilgrim EX seems like it's doing the same thing, and it's tugging on like the nostalgic heartstrings. It's coming from Tribute Games, the people that did Marvel Alliance, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and Shredder's Revenge. I believe it's coming from those same people. So I think if they manage to, even if they're at the level of Cosmic Invasion, it'll be good. If it's at Shredder's Revenge, it'll be great. So I can't turn that away. Looking forward to returning to the Scott Pilgrim universe. They've expanded it quite a bit since then, thanks to the television series and all this other stuff going on. So I'm down for this game. And the last pick before we do the counter pick, or at least my last pick. What do I want to take a chance on?
Yeah, with this many games, you got to take a chance on something.
Yeah,
That's fact.
Beyblade.
Do I see that game? I didn't see no. I have one in mind, but I didn't see any. We haven't seen any gameplay of it, so I'm a little more shaky on it.
High guard.
You said who?
High guard.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Watch High Guard get a 90.
If High Guard gets a 90, Jeff was cooking and we were all wrong.
I swear, bro, we didn't smell.
He saw something we didn't see.
Yeah, he saw the reviewers being paid off is what he saw. Get the fuck out of there. That game ain't getting no 90. And I don't know what Devin thought he was trying to do, try to Jedi mind trick me into sabotaging my opening draft. Pick High Guard. I wish I would.
I just said High Guard. I didn't say pick.
I'm saying just like Mighty Keith did. What's wrong with it? Nigga, what's right with it? Like that game just not, it ain't it. I'm sorry.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Here.
That game get 100, we're gonna be all looking like, no.
100 is crazy.
If it's 100, I ain't never turning that game on.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take a chance on this game. It's not a game that I'm personally interested in, but I'll take a chance on it because this studio is pretty solid. They've never done me wrong. They've never done any of us wrong, really. So pop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what.
There you go.
Wow!
Yeah.
I actually did not expect you to
That's
pick
a nice
that.
choice.
Wow.
That's a nice choice.
Yeah.
I
would say
really
that demo
jumping.
was actually pretty good.
That's what's up. See, I that game didn't really grab me in terms of like what it was doing, like compared to like Octopath or Dragon Quest or what's that game you always talk about, Will?
Oh, Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, triangle strategy. It didn't really like those games really grab me and say, "Hey, you got to play me." This game isn't really that. I don't know. Like the world is a little too kid-like, I guess. I don't know. No disrespect to anybody that loved it. It does. Everybody that's played it seems like they do love it. Seems like they think it's gonna be like another game of the year type, at least for
Really?
pixel art type games. People have been
Wow.
talking it
I'll
up
say this: the
pretty highly.
story, at least so far, it could be interesting. The combat is what really shines, like the combat and the
Yeah.
exploration. Because I'll admit, when I first played the demo, like maybe like 30 or hour in, I was like, I'm not really too sure about this. But then you get deeper in the combat, and you're like, oh, there is some depth to this. And yeah, I think that it could be a really good game. It could be.
Yeah, so I mean, like that was one of the ones where I was taking a risk. There are other games that I have that I may draft after the show. I may pick up on the wire after the show, but for right now, that felt like the strongest pick that I could go for, and still pick games that are within our personal wheelhouses that we would have knowledge about.
Yeah, I'm happy about that game too because it's them going outside of their comfort zone, doing something.
It
different.
is, because I mean, it's still pixel art, but it's not like the traditional turn-based, and even strategy like tactics was out of the wheelhouse, but that's not the same as this, which is a full-on action game. I hope it does like capture that vibe of the SNES type games, action RPGs. So
Yeah.
your fifth and final pick for the day, Terrence.
Okay, so I haven't done any Hail Marys so far. Everything that I picked has a release date or it is scheduled for 2026. They just haven't locked down the date just yet. This one, I do think is coming out this year just because it's a big anniversary for this franchise. They're going to have something. I'll put it that way. If this game doesn't come out, then they're going to have something related to the franchise come out. And that is going to be...
Uh-oh. I know what this is.
Persona 4 Revival.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
you're smart enough to stay away from Pokemon because that's what I see.
Oh, no, hell no.
See, you a better man.
I mean, Gen 10 is
I put this way.
this year.
If I drafted Pokemon, I had not learned my lesson. I deserve to lose if I draft Pokemon. But
that is completely fair.
Persona 4 Revival. I mean, Persona 4 is one of the greatest RPGs on the PS2. Persona 4 Golden was one of the greatest RPGs on the PSP. I think that a remake of this is going to do gangbusters just like the remake of Persona 3. And I mean, let's be honest, Atlas, when it comes to the Persona studio, they don't miss. At least they haven't so far. So I think that this will come out this year.
DLC strategies.
Yeah, unless it's DLC. I have a feeling we could see this at Xbox's next presentation just because.
Oh, yeah.
Atlas, Sega, they're down with Xbox. And so I think
they've been tight.
We'll see it. Yeah. And this is, I believe, the 30th anniversary of Persona this year. So I think it makes sense for this to come out. And then maybe we'll get a Persona 6 teaser later this year. We'll see.
We'll see.
Y'all hear about the Persona 5 fitness boxing?
Dog, when I see that, I was like, really? Yes. Persona 5 is getting a fitness boxing game on the Switch, I'm assuming, because that's where those games are.
What are we doing?
They'll do anything but give y'all Persona 6, man. I tell you.
Hell, give us at least Persona 5 Arena. Well, I mean, I get why that's not a thing because, I mean, obviously...
that's an ArcSys thing.
ArcSys, they're busy with other stuff, so, hey.
Right.
Speaking of ArcSys, I wonder if anybody... Never mind. Devin, your fifth and final pick, sir.
Let's see. There's two games. One in particular that these people made that I'm like... After playing, I'm on board with these people. There's another game that I have that I hadn't finished, but I played and I like what I played. And there's a demo of this game that I played, I absolutely loved. And I think this is going to be pretty solid. This is more on the indie side, but I got to put some games in there that you kind of believe in. So I'm gonna pick Alabaster Dawn. Deck 13 people.
I know exactly.
I played this game. King mentioned it to me. Hey, you check that demo? I played the demo. I said, yes, sir. Crosscode got like a 80 something. It's like a 9 out of 10 on Steam. I'm like,
this game.
And they did Chain Echoes.
Man.
So that's one of my favorite games in the past 5 years. So
the demo for this was so positively, like the reviews were like, people were like, all right, I'm looking at this game.
Yeah, boy.
It's very good demo. Very good demo.
Yeah, boy. Yes,
I
sir.
can tell you right now, I'm gonna buy that game day one.
I probably will also.
That game's day one buy.
Game's
for me.
fire.
Okay.
So let stay in the wheelhouse of things. I play for this one. And I hope this is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and draft Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties.
This was on my board, but I just didn't. In the
Yeah.
first 5 picks, I just didn't have it in me to pick it.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, there was other choices I had. I also have a question. Are we allowed to pick early access this year, or we still not doing early access?
So the problem with I think I had it might be on the block because they added a block list this time, and some things were blocked naturally. I don't remember if I took early access off. I have to check after the show.
Oh, I just want to know because I'll see people put release dates, and I look the game up for certain. They're like, oh, this is actually early access. Like, I'm gonna stay away from that. Then I just want to know ahead of time.
I mean, I would stay away just because you never know if it's going to get reviews or not, and then if it doesn't get reviews,
that
you
is true.
Just wasted a slot.
Yeah, but even now, like big games, do early access. Solasta 2, that's going into early access. Slay the Spire 2, that's going to early access.
When it did Solasta 2, that got a release date, right? What is it?
Didn't it?
I think it's went into early access in December. Let me see. Let's see. March. Okay. Is that that's the official release date? Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the early access release date? Now
that's the early access release date.
That's crazy.
Because it says coming soon to early access.
That is crazy that the early access release date is 4 months from now. I'm like, damn, what's gonna be in early access?
Oh no, I had tried the demo. Shoot. I'm curious though.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm keeping with Yakuza because I mean, hey, I'm a Yakuza fan. Most of us are Yakuza fans. And this looks good. And actually, this is a redemption arc because Yakuza 3 was actually the only Yakuza game I did not like at all.
It had a different,
never liked it.
Had a different writing team back then. Yeah. That's why.
This was the one I wanted redone because I felt like there were things in this game that could be done differently. Like pacing wise to change it. And also that's what they're doing. And they're expanding on like making the sections early on more impactful story wise. So I actually have more faith in this version than the original one. And Yakuza 4, when they Kiwami that, boy. Woo!
I'm locked in when they get to 4 and 5. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Don't call me. I can't wait for that to come out. Anyway,
4
that was
like
my
the
choice.
Multiple protagonists, and 5 has like the multiple cities, I believe. So
it has multiple cities and protagonists.
Yeah, that's what I'm
all right, about. Will, your last pick, and then I believe you get the counter pick as well.
Okay, all right. So let me see because I just had it listed. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me see. All right, so I'm getting this one because it's a little early. Because I had another one in mind, but I was like, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna have to wait and see what they're talking about before I really pick it. But I'm gonna go with this one here because I know it's out there, and this guy does pretty well with some of his games too, and he gets solid scores here and there. So here we go.
Respect.
Very nice.
This game actually looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
I liked. I didn't even think to put this on my list.
Yeah, I mean, it was on mine. Yeah, I had it.
It's a good pick to have on the board.
All right.
Yeah. This has a release date. Is it early this year?
It's in March, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's early.
It's March or February.
It's February 11th.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, so we'll know soon.
Yeah. So I was like, I want to go ahead and holler at this while I see it, get some early points in, since I know that's a short month. But all right, so honestly, this is just like to me, this is just like last year. Either I'm getting stabbed or I'm getting shot. So if I had to take a pick at anything that's on this list, that
y'all
I
see
think
me looking down, that's what I'm doing because I'm thinking hard about this counter pick.
Look at this counter pick.
If I
I'm in a
had
bad spot because I know what I want to counter pick.
Body blow.
You know what? I'm gonna
body blow.
I'm gonna take a strong guess and not at it being bad, but it's gonna hit at the minimum of 80, I feel. And that's dependent on if it full on comes out. But I'm going with this as my counter pick.
Okay.
Ooh.
Take a breath. Ooh. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I had another one in mind, but I was like, no, let's not, because it'd be just my luck that it rates higher. And I was like, I'm gonna let that sit.
All right. For my counter pick, I'm actually gonna go with
GTA 6, huh?
No,
I'm gonna go Reanimo. I'm gonna go with Reanimo.
Now remember, for people that aren't watching, and I'm sure everybody here remembers, if someone counter picks one of your picks, you are locked into that pick. You are no longer able to drop it. So what made you pick Reanimo?
Delays, and with the horror genre, typically it's either revolutionarily good or just okay. Or bad. So I was like, I'm picking, it might be in the, maybe if I lose points on this, it'll probably be like high 70s, early 80s, and it won't be as bad as if I pick something that's like a 90, hopefully.
Right.
I don't know. And something about Reanimo, I thought the game had already came out, so that was already like, what happened?
Because
so
Nightmares came out. Because
yeah, that's true.
They're pretty soon.
But yeah, of the games we have on this list, besides GTA 6 possibly not coming out, this is the only one I saw. I was like, I'll take a risk on this one. Actually, Tomb Raider was actually one of the other ones, because Tomb Raiders, the old school Tomb Raiders had a certain charm to them if you played them, but I don't know if reviewers like that old school game design like as much as we do now. So that's something else too. But yeah, Reanimo was just on the top of my head. I was like, of the ones I've seen, this one feels less risky than a lot of other ones on the list.
Somebody, it would be crazy if somebody counterpicked GTA 6 and then that game actually turned out to be mid. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but it just would be funny.
If that game turns out to be mid, I think we're going to have a video game crash.
I know we laughing, but
I mean, I'm not laughing because I agree. I think if that game turns out to be mid or bad, that can lead to some big problems in the industry. So
yeah.
Go look at Rockstar like all that damn time, and this is what you put out.
Yeah, it's been 13 years. I don't think you can have a flop. Devin, what's your pick, bro?
Let's see. Man, this is kind of interesting. Okay.
You've got it's I mean, like the counter pick part is always the toughest part because you never know. You don't want to fuck up and pick like somebody's a game that winds up being game of the year.
I don't know, man.
No pressure. We all swung for the fences here, so no. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Because that game has to be like.
Damn it!
You can't drop it now.
That's fine, because I mean it has a date, so I'm okay with that. Plus it's early too. So
this is a game I'm actually excited for. I think it looks cool and I want to play it, but I do think it could be in that like niche.
It radiates either it's going to be really good or it's going to be like a fucking 72 or something.
Yeah, it could be a game I feel like in like the sense of Hell is Us. Like you're looking at this could be something like very, very good, like really special. And unfortunately, Hell is Us wasn't quite that. Like it was a solid game, but I think this might be a solid game also from like that style of game. Is something that was more akin to like PS2, PS3 era. It's been a little bit of a minute since we had like the Pseudo 51 type game, like the Killer 7 and what was the other game?
No More Heroes.
What's that PS3?
No More Heroes.
No more. It was one on PS3. Something.
Shadows of Dam.
Nah, not that. Was another one.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Not that one. It was another one like a.
Hi, bro.
He got a lot of games, bro. It was one on PS3 or PS4. I can't remember that game.
Killer 7?
that
Oh.
he made.
Yeah, I believe so. It was like
So
oh my
Shadows
God,
of the
Shader
Damned,
style
Lollipop
game,
Chainsaw. Oh, was it like because it was one where you were an assassin? Shoot.
yes, that one.
What is
that
that game
Killer
called?
7?
No, it's
No,
not Killer.
not
Killer
Killer
7 was
7,
the generation before.
This was like a
Oh, okay.
action 3D fighter.
Were you an assassin?
Killer is dead.
Killer is Dead.
Yes, that's it.
Killer is Dead. That's what it is. Killer is Dead.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That game. Yeah, okay.
So I
Okay.
don't think this is necessarily gonna be a terrible game, and I hope it's not because I do want to try it out. But I think in comparison to just most games on this list, it has probably one of the more potentials to kind of be lower on the spectrum. So we'll see. I mean, again, everything on this list is most of this stuff is pretty solid. We hoping will be solid just from our like knowledge and what we researching. So I don't know. Hopefully I don't get destroyed. Hopefully I get stabbed and not shot. I'll say that.
Mhm.
There you go.
I think you actually made arguably the best counter pick just because I'll say this. I was going to do the same exact thing because I love Suda 51. I love Grasshopper Manufacturer. I'm glad that they make the games that they do. That being said, they make
never
cult
really-
classics. They don't
Yeah,
make
they
Game of
never
the
really
Year
broke
contenders.
No.
If you
Like, No
look
More Heroes
at the
probably the
history
biggest thing
of
for
Suda
them.
51 and Grasshopper, they're not putting out games that break 85.
No.
Yeah.
So,
No.
yeah.
Sometimes not even 80.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how that studio is.
If
And
it
I
doesn't
mean,
break 80,
yeah.
then that's a good counter pick.
yeah.
Yeah, No More Heroes.
I
is
do
like
want that game to do well, though. I hope that it,
Yeah.
blows out all expectations.
So since you can't pick Romeo, what are we picking?
Yeah, what
Man.
you going for this time?
This
actually
makes
really
it a
odd.
little rougher. I'm
Musha.
juggling between two, but I'm just
Uh-oh.
not sure which one is going to do worse, and that's the problem. Man.
I want to know what your two are after we've both done our picks.
Screw it. You know what? I'm just going
Because I got two in my head too.
I'm just going to do it. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. I don't want to take up too much time really trying to think too much about it. Let's just go ahead and do it.
That was actually my second choice.
That's not one of mine.
So
That
here's
was
the
my
thing.
second
Really?
choice.
Here's the thing. Those games are like the first Monster Hunter Stories is like a 79,
Yep,
something like
that's what I
that.
looked
The
at.
second game is like a 81. This could be like, it could be much improved, could be an 85, something like that. But in comparison to the other stuff that everybody's draft, I think this will hurt the least. I'll put it out. If I had picked Romeo's a Dead Man, that's the one I thought would hurt the least. But this and another game that I'll bring up later, depending on if you draft it or not, I think will hurt the least, hopefully. We'll see. I'll put it this way. Out of Resident Evil and Onimusha, I think this is one of the ones that's not going to do as well. Not all those Capcom games are going to be bangers. I'll put it that way.
Not all those Capcom games will be bangers.
Or they just might.
Maybe,
never know.
but that's you rolling the dice. Every time you release a game, you're rolling the dice. There's no guarantee that all of them are going to be good. And so, like, you talking about rolling sevens every time, 4 times in a
It's
row.
hard, bro. It's hard.
That's hard to motherfucker.
man.
So,
Capcom, man.
how badly do I really want to win? Is the question here.
Oh, don't give
All
us
right,
that.
man.
Well,
Don't
I
give us-
mean, I am at the point now where I feel like if I just keep winning, everybody else gonna be like, I don't want to play no more.
Who told you that?
No, hey, if
Oh,
you
okay.
go, if you,
I
I'll put it this
mean-
way: if you go easy on us, that'll make me not want to play.
I mean,
If you don't go hard in the paint, I'm withdrawing.
You want by
Yeah, I
2
mean,
points.
I mean, it was a technicality too, so
It's all true. All these things are true. Shit. I'm still kind of tossed between two.
Resident Evil.
Fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna go with what my brain told me.
Onimusha,
Do the logical thing.
Lego Batman.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I think you could be on to
I
something.
see
with
what you're
that one.
saying.
I
I see
don't-
what you're saying.
I mean, the gameplay we saw, I was like, you got to tighten some shit up. If they don't tighten those shit up, that game not gonna score well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like the frame rate was looking kind of sloppy, and it's you know they showed that one car chase scene. It was long than a bitch for no reason. Didn't really feel it. You didn't feel the excitement that you needed to feel during it. I'm like, okay, these kind of things need to be addressed immediately. And I was like, well, you know, when I was looking at the gameplay, I said, oh hell, you know, this game probably not coming out for at least another 2 years, so they got time. And then it was like, no, it's coming out next year. I said, okay. All right,
And then they pushed
see.
it back.
Got delayed. Yeah.
They delayed it till May. So
I
we'll see.
did think of this game like I thought of Jedi Survivor. Like it was such a great game, but like the performance issues held it back, and even Black Mills performance
That
issues.
game still scored 85.
I was gonna say if that's the case, I'm hold because that game scored well.
85. Yeah. That game was good as hell. It had technical issues. That game was great.
I mean, like it just depends. I don't know. I'm not saying that game's gonna do poorly, and like IO Interactive has a great reputation, so I'm actually betting against a great reputation, which I don't feel good about. And my other pick would have been Pragmata. That was the one that I was like, okay.
That was actually the one that I was thinking of. The other, because I think Pragmata will be the Kunitsugami of this year. Sorry.
Yeah. I feel like you raise a good point, Terrence. Between the two, either Monster Hunter Stories 3 or Pragmata will probably be the odd man out and like not score that well, while the other 3, I assume, will go on to score very well. I just feel like Monster Hunter Stories, like if they iron out some of the issues of 2, even if it's just a slight upward trend, would lead to it being an 84, something like that. So like a respectable Open Critic score.
Yeah.
But Pragmata, I don't know, like that, the gimmick, as smart as it is, I'm like, man, you have to like do a whole little puzzle before you can attack. I'm like, man, get the fuck.
I don't know, man. I'm on a totally opposite end on that one, man. I
Devin played the
You
game.
played the demo, right?
Yeah, I played the demo, man. I mean, you can attack without doing but the puzzle thing like increases damage. It gives you bonuses and stuff. I don't know. I think it could be one of them ones where it's like unique enough, and if the game is fluid, it won't no issues running. The game looks great.
Hey man, I'm not gonna say that it's bad. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I just it set off my radar just a little bit. And if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. It's always great to have like a new IP, especially because it would be a new IP that did well. I would be happy to have that. It just slightly set off my alarm a little bit.
I that's fair though. That's fair. But I do think this game could potentially grab Lost Planet people, because this game feels very Lost Planet. And that's a series that's unfortunately died long ago, and that was a new IP that Capcom had that was successful, and then just that third one just pooped on itself. So I think it could bring it back those people in a sense, because it has that like the visual style of it, like the shooting mechanics, and it's almost just like she's on his back, like you were inside of a mech. So I don't know, but I mean, I do think that's a fair point. It could maybe be too niche for some people, and it's like this is too much of a headache with the puzzle thing with the combat. Or it could be one of the ones like, hey man, it's just so unique and fresh. But
I mean, I'll put it this way: Kunitsugami. When I say it could be the Kunitsugami of this year, Kunitsugami, when it came out, it scored like an 81, 82, I believe, which is a good score for a new IP and for something that Capcom was just putting out there as an experiment. It did well. So I think that Pragmata could either fall in that camp or be even better. I think that Capcom deciding to go through with the project means that they do have some faith in it. I put it that way, because they easily could have canned it, because it was announced like 2022.
It was on the shelf a long time.
It was on the shelf for a long time. So if they didn't think it was going to be worth it, they would have shelved it. So I think it might be a good game.
That's fair. I mean, like I was definitely like, I thought about, because at first I was like, somebody is going to cotton on to this 007 thing before I do. And so I started thinking of Pragmata as like a backup counter pick. In either case, I mean, I really don't hope these get. Typically, I hope my counter picks get delayed rather than do poorly. Like I would, especially since like we all pick games that we, for the most part, want to play. So like I don't want anybody to just get hoed and then the game that they really wanted to play wound up being ass or something like that, kind of like Gotham Knights back in 2022 when we first started doing this. I don't want that. But
Yeah.
like sometimes you just, it's just the feelings you get, like the little slight itch where you like, I don't know. So, but I'm pretty confident in our choices. I think we got a strong draft to start out with. We've got, I think, 9 more picks that we can pick, so we'll be able to check back.
That's a lot of games. Good grief.
It's a lot of games,
Yeah,
man.
it is, bro.
And it's
It
gonna
is
make
a lot
it.
of games.
It's gonna raise the challenge a little bit higher, because that was one thing that Terrence got, and one of the reasons why the victory was as slim as it was because Terrence drafted the whole fucking Nintendo Switch 2 lineup. Like he got all the year one games. And I meant to grab, I think, Mario Kart, which, I mean, that game not that great, but it scored pretty well. I meant to grab Mario Kart. I forgot, and when I came back, he got them all. And so that was part of the reason why I added some more games to it. I was like, let's up the difficulty a little bit for all of us, so that, because that was just sloppy play on my part. Like, I should have thought, like, right after the show to go draft it, and I didn't. And, like, that's the kind of stuff that, like, you should have to pay for. And so, like, yeah,
I did it, and it still didn't work out. So you can make all the backhanded moves you want and still fail.
Hey man, that's like Terrence. I mean, like Keem said, I won by 2 points. So I mean, could have easily lost that.
Remember you outbidded me for GTA 6? Because I remember I had put in a bid for GTA 6, and I looked up like, why I ain't get GTA? I put money down. I was like, hold on now. I put some money down. I put some more money down.
Well, it wasn't that much money, because I only won because I think because I only bid $1 for it.
It was $1? Nah,
yeah, it was only $1. We only bid $1 for it. If we go and look at the history for it, we both only bid $1.
Oh, it was just I guess a coin flip then.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, if y'all both bid, so Terrence, you saying you bid $1
for GTA 6 last year? Yeah.
Cause I thought nobody was gonna pick it, so I'm like, let me sneak it and see if it just put $1 down, see if I can get it.
That'd have been wild. So I guess it just picks whoever, maybe the first person to pick. I'm curious.
We have to go back and look at to see why it. I remember seeing the reasoning, but it might have been like a coin flip thing. I'm not sure.
Yep,
that's fair. But all right, that's gonna wrap this week up. Are you doing the Fantasy Critic this year? Drop a comment. Let us know. If you're new to us and like this episode, I need you to do a few things for me. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and do me a personal favor. Have an excellent week. Peace.
Sage must be stopped.